Can't even lie. And I'll be the first to say that we didn't play a perfect game by far, but I know everyone out there gave maximum effort. It's just the way the game goes sometimes, and it's a hurtful feeling. I hate to lose, and right now we're in a bad 3-game losing streak, and we got to find a way to pull ourselves out of this and just keep our heads up and not get caught up into the past, not let it beat us twice, 3 times, 4 times. Just regain that confidence that we had when we were on a winning streak, and continue to play with great effort as I think we've done, and just get better as a whole.
This might be difficult to kind of explain right now, but how do you go about getting that confidence back?
You know what? The only way to do it is to win, and the good thing about the season is that although we lost, we do have games ahead of us that we have to look forward to, and we have to put this game behind us as well as those other games behind us, and not let the media or reporters or whoever is going to say we suck now, or Geno Smith's a terrible quarterback, West Virginia's an overrated team. All of that stuff's gonna come out if it hasn't already. So I'm not gonna let that get into my mind, into my head. I'm not gonna let any of that get to me, because at the end of the day, it's about winning and losing the game. Statistics get thrown out the window. The thing I think we did well is we won the turnover battle, but we ended up losing the game. So, there it is for you.
What did TCU do defensively to slow you guys down?
Same thing. It's the formula. Back everyone up. Obviously, they don't want to give up the big play. Obviously, teams are very mindful of the fact that we have a potent passing offense, and it's very hard to throw against 8-man coverages on a every down basis. I don't think they blitzed us about maybe 5 times total in the game. So, I'm going to go back and evaluate this film and try to figure out ways to put us in the best position. And, do I think I had a bad game? No. Do I think I had a great game? No. But, everything is not going to be perfect. And, you got to make sure that you keep everything in perspective. I think I went out there and I played my butt off. I played as hard as I could and still came up short. So, got to go back to work and figure out a way to put it even more out there and produce even more.
If they're doing that and backing guys up and not blitzing and the like, you guys should, in your mind, I presume, think that you could run the ball occasionally. Yet you didn't run the ball very well. Where are you going to get a running game from? I mean, you can't do it all the time. I mean, because you're getting killed out there.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know. We obviously understand that we have to run the ball. We have to be a balanced offense in order to be good. And the games that we've excelled in and done great in, we ran the ball well and we passed the ball well, and it kept the defense on their toes. Well, now, as of late, teams are kind of disrespecting our run game. They're totally disregarding it, putting one linebacker in the box against our sets. Even sometimes when we go into, with 2 and 3 running backs, they still disregard the run game. So we got to figure out a way to run the ball better. I got to figure out ways to throw the ball better. Had one interception possible. JD saved me on one. So, it's just all around just a team loss in every area of the game. I think we did good in some areas. I think we did bad in some areas. But we didn't come up with enough plays to win it.
What type of a jolt of the defense?
Oh, they played great, man. They played spectacular. This is probably the best game they played all year as far as just making plays. They came out with intense energy. Those guys were very motivated, and I think they played a great game. At times, when we should have stepped up as an offense, and after they got us the ball back, we didn't. And, that's solely on the offense. And, as the leader of that offense, I put that blame on myself, because there's something that I can do to keep us rolling and to put points up on the board. So, it's just one of those things, man, that you can't really put your finger on it. But, it hurts. It hurts to say that we lost this one, but we got to figure out a way to bounce back.
You feel confident this team can bounce back from the snake-bitten area you guys are in right now?
I'm 100% confident in it. I can only speak for myself when I say that I've lost no confidence in myself, my teammates, or my coaches. It's just how the game goes sometimes, you know what I mean? And I've been on great teams, I've been on mediocre teams, and the only difference is a couple plays here and there. And that's really it. A win is a win and a loss is a loss. So to sum it all up, we lost the game, and that's really all it comes down to.
Geno, going into the season, I'm sure you're looking at national championship, conference championship. When you talk to the guys now, what do you say that the goals are?
To win, one by one, and that was the goal from the beginning, just to win each week, to win each day, and to win each game. So we've got, 4 or 5 games left, and my goal is to win them all. And I'm not going to sit here and say that it's impossible, because it is very possible. We're still a good team. We got the same personnel. We got the same coaching staff. It's just a matter of making the plays at the right time and putting yourself in a position to win each and every game. And I think at times when we had the opportunity as an offense to put us ahead by a couple scores, we didn't do so. Got down there on the goal line and couldn't move the ball worth crap. So we got to figure out ways.
Did you come into the game thinking that you had figured some of those things out?
I do. I honestly think we have a formula to win the game. We move the ball better than we've had in the past. The past 2 games, and it's basically the same coverage. You know what I mean? It's the same quarters coverage. It's all it is. It's not reinventing the wheel. They're not doing anything crazy that we've never seen before. Hats off to those guys for playing with tremendous effort and coming out and sticking it to us. And we couldn't move the ball in the run game. And when we had opportunities to pass the ball, whether downfield or short, I didn't get the job done. So it's just a matter of me getting it done. And that's all I can speak for is myself. I understand that the offense as a whole has to play as 11, but when that ball's in my hands and when the situation's for me to make the play, whether throwing it, running it, extending the plays, et cetera, I've got to do that.